Telecom Italia is an Italian telecommunications company which provides telephony services, mobile services, and DSL data services. It was founded in 1994 by the merger of several state-owned telecommunications companies, the most important of which was Società Italiana per l'Esercizio Telefonico PA, the former state monopoly telephone operator in Italy. The company's stock is traded in the Borsa Italiana. History: 1925–64. Stipel Company. An early mandatory phone tax in 1925. The phone network was reorganized by Benito Mussolini cabinet and Stipel Company was established in the same year. The original core of Telecom Italia includes also four more different companies: Timo, Teti, TELV and SET. Each of them worked in a specific geographical area. It was in 1964 that these companies merged in one single group, under the name of SIP. 1964–94. SIP Company. SIP, the former company name, was founded in 1964. It was run by the Italian government, Ministry of Treasury. SIP is the short name for Società Idroelettrica Piemontese. It was the unique phone network monopolist in Italy from 1964 to 1996, and Italian people had to pay the Canon Telecom in order to have a phone at home. 1994 to 2005. Telecom Italia. Telecom Italia Mobile and DSL Services. Telecom Italia was officially created on 27 July 1994 by the merger of several telecommunication companies, among which SIP, Iritel, Italcable, Telespazio, and SIRM. This was due to a plan of reorganization of the telecommunication sector presented by IRI to the Minister of Treasury. In 1995, the mobile telephony division was spun off into TIM. Interbusiness, Italy's largest internet network, was created, and in the same period with TIM and the first ISPs, Internet became a reality in Italy too. In 1996, TIM introduced a new prepaid rechargeable phone card and 1 year later launched the short messaging service capability. In 1997, under the chairmanship of Guido Rossi, Telecom Italia was privatized and was transformed into a large multimedia group. In 2001 the company had a lot of debts and, in the same year, the company was bought by Marco Tronchetti Provara. The year after, in 2002, the group released its DSL flat service in Italy, Alice ADSL, with a download speed of 32 kbit per second and an upload speed of 8 kbit per second for €40 per month plus a monthly base tax of €14.57. The Canon Telecom. Besides the mandatory monthly bills for the home telephone numbers, Telecom Italia Media, the multimedia company of the group born in 2003 from Setpage and Giol, focused its business on television sector with La 7 and MTV channels. After the reorganization of editorial activities, in 2005 Telecom Italia acquired TIM.it and Vigilio from Telecom Italia Media. The Telecom Italia Group also operates in South America, in Brazil as TIM Brazil, and in Argentina and Paraguay with Telecom Argentina Group. TIM Brazil has its Brazilian headquarters in Rio de Janeiro. 2005–14. Telecom Italia SpA bought by Telefonica. Telecom Italia had bigger debts in 2005, and, 1 year later, CEO Marco Tronchetti Provera resigned. In 2007 the company was bought by Telco. Telefonica currently owns 46% of Telco, the holding company that controls 22% of Telecom Italia. In late 2013, Telefonica announced its intention to acquire the entirety of Telco by January 2014, potentially becoming Telecom Italia's largest shareholder. The plan, however, is being challenged by the Brazilian competition authority since Telefonica and Telecom Italia, with Vivo and TIM respectively, are the two largest telephone companies competing in Brazil. National fraud in Brazilian prepaid mobile lines. On 8 August 2012, TIM Brazil became involved in a massive scandal in Brazilian news after the release of a report by the Brazilian National Telecommunications Agency, Anatel. The report points that on TIM's prepaid voice plan, called Infinity, the calls were intentionally dropped by the company, forcing the customers to make new calls to keep talking. In just one day, 8.1 million calls were dropped and the total profit was approximately $2 million. Upon release of the report, the Public Ministry of the Parana State filed a lawsuit against TIM asking that it stop selling new mobile lines in Brazil and pay a multi-million-dollar fine for the damages against consumers. 2015. Rebrand. In 2015, Telecom Italia Group started a rebranding process of the telephony and mobile branch under the single TIM brand. In the same year, the board of directors approved the new company's division, the Infrastructure Wireless Italiane, or INWIT, which operates 11,500 wireless towers. It was revealed in October 2015 that shareholders Vivendi would raise the stakes further in the company from its current level of 15.49%. Operations. The Telecom Italia Group provides phone landline services and mobile services in Italy, GSM mobile phone services in Italy and Brazil through its TIM subsidiary, and DSL internet and telephony services in Italy and San Marino. It also operates in international telecommunication services for other operators and corporations through its subsidiary Telecom Italia Sparkle. In 2013, the total amount of the company's debt is about €26 billion. Telecom Italia controls also Olivetti, a manufacturer of computer peripherals and mobile phones. On March 31, 2014, Telecom Italia leads both the direct fixed access lines market with 62.0% and the mobile prepaid segment with 45% of market share. In the mobile prepaid segment, Telecom Italia owns 31.5% of market share together with Vodafone. After the merger of Wind and 3 Italia, approved on August 6, 2015, Telecom Italia is now the second country's largest carrier with 30 million customers, followed by Vodafone, but it preserves its leadership on the direct fixed access lines market and the mobile prepaid segment. Telecom Italia has 66,025 employees. Financial figures. 2012. At the 31st of December 2012, Telecom Italia Group had revenues for €29,503 million, €11,645 million of EBITDA, €1,627 million of debt and a capital expenditures of €5,196 million. The net financial debt was €28,274 million. 2013. In 2013, the group had revenues for €23.4 million, €9.54 million of EBITDA, €2.71 million of EBIT and €2.71 million of debt. 2014. In 2014, it had revenues for €21.57 million, €8.79 million of EBITDA, €4.53 million of EBIT and a net profit of €1.35 million. Sustainability. In 2002, Telecom Italia subscribed to the United Nations Corporate Responsibility Initiative Global Compact. It is also a member of a number of stock market indexes which include companies focused on corporate social responsibility, including the Dow Jones Sustainability Indexes and those administered by FTSE Group's FTSE4Good. Its part-owned Brazilian subsidiary, TIM Participações, is listed in the Bovespa Index. Telecom Italia promotes a sustainability strategy including both environmental and social issues. On June 2014 it signed an agreement with A2A to buy energy only from renewable sources.